Good morning from a small town off of I-80 in Nebraska called York. Yesterday I spent a whole day driving across the great Midwest, and I still have a whole day of driving today planned with a few stops at Chimney Rock and Scottsbluff. My plans are pretty fluent right now because there's a lot of rain coming down in the region, but that just makes for an even more interesting adventure. Chimney Rock is the most iconic landmark in the state of Nebraska. Immigrants passing by made dire predictions that Chimney Rock wouldn't last much longer, but it still stands today. The cap of the spire is basically like a sandstone hat, which is believed to have kept it standing from lightning strikes speeding up the erosion process. Jutting out of Nebraska's mostly open landscape is Scottsbluff National Monument. Located in the far western points of Nebraska's panhandle lies this unique landscape that brings thousands of tourists every year. Millions and millions of years ago, the flat landscape of Nebraska used to be the same height as the bluffs. After years of erosion from weather, wind, and water, the plains have receded down to its current form today. Caprock covers the bluffs, which have minimized erosion to a slower pace, which allows for the bluffs to still exist today. The first documentation of the bluffs came in 1812 by a historian expedition of fur traders traveling along the river. It was noted that the bluffs were the first rock formations along the North Platte River, where the Great Plains give way to the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. Scottsbluff National Monument has seen people traversing the area for years. Back when immigrants were leaving their homes and family to head west for a better life, Scottsbluff was a major spot that these people walked through. For many walking along the Oregon, California, Mormon, and Pony Express trails, this was the beginning of a difficult terrain that forced immigrants to adjust their routes around or over top of natural landmarks. Mitchell Pass opens up in between Scottsbluff, and that's where tens of thousands of immigrants pass through each month. Diaries from these immigrants talked about the landscape of their travels, and Scottsbluff National Monument was the second most talked about thing out of Nebraska's landscapes just after Chimney Rock. There was tensions in the region between mainly the federal government and Native Americans who called this land home. The federal government pushed the notion that the Native Americans were hostile towards immigrants moving in, which caused the immigrants to be more worried about Native Americans than other important things like diseases, which would lead to deaths for many of them. So you can actually drive to the top of Scottsbluff. You can even hike the 3-mile out and back trail that takes you up to the parking lot as well. I am currently at the south overlook. You got the north overlook on the other side that overlooks the city of Scottsbluff, and the views are just stunning. Who would ever think that this is in Nebraska? People call this flyover country, but you're missing a lot. Although I would love to hike the trail, I just don't have the time. I still got to drive 5 more hours into Wyoming after this, and it is already 5 o'clock, I believe, so it's already going to be late, and I haven't ate yet, but definitely do it. I can see the trail from up top, and it would definitely be worth it. The grind of getting across the United States is real, but I always enjoy every second of it. In the next video, I'll be exploring the almighty Grand Teton National Park. The weather has been pretty dreary, but I saw a couple pockets of nice weather in the coming days, so I'm hoping to take advantage.